Jared Padalecki was texting me this morning.
What an asshole.
He said, see if he's willing to tell you about the fart on the plane story.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's do my fart story.
What is it?
So, I don't know how long your podcast can run, but this is a long.
Is it? Well, can
story. Nope. It has to be incredibly long. So,
oh my God. All right.
I was flying from Los Angeles to Boston on JetBlue and stopped off before the flight to have dinner with my wife's mother. And my wife and I were vegetarians at the time. And she took us to P.F. Chang's China Bistro. And we had no money at this point. And so we gorged on every vegetarian entree they had at P.F. Chang's. And there was a lot of roasted garlic and everything, it seemed like. And that's something that doesn't necessarily agree with my system. We got on the flight, and it was a packed flight, and I was sitting in a middle seat. And about half hour into the flight, I felt like the pressure building up. And I was like, I've got to fart, but I didn't want to, like, excuse me, sorry, get up and go to the bathroom. I was just going to let it out. So I decided what I would do is just let it out a little bit at a time so that it would dissipate and not be a big deal.
And on the plane, when you fart, it's like no one can hear it.
Nobody can hear because there's the sound of the jet engine. It's going to be fine. Yeah. So anyway, I endeavored to let it out a little bit at once, but unfortunately, I don't know, pressure change or something. It all came out at once. And just the fart came out. And there was a guy sitting behind me who fainted.
From your fart?
Yeah. And his girlfriend called the flight attendants over and said, Mike, they came, they administered oxygen, they resuscitated him. And she said, somebody has gas. And the flight attendant said, no, ma'am, that's not possible. All of the fuel is stored on the wings. There's nothing, none of the fuel could come into the fuselage at all. It's not possible. And so they all let it go. I fell asleep. I woke up. It was about an hour later, and I had to fart again. And I thought, oh, I'll just a little bit at a time. Again, I farted. Again, the guy faints. Again, they administer oxygen. And again, his girlfriend says, somebody has gas. And the flight attendant, again, ma'am, that's not possible. It's all.
You're hearing all this.
100%. I'm hearing it all. I'm like slinking down into the seat, absolutely mortified. And the woman sitting next to them in the row said, so they say, no, ma'am, it's not possible for there to be a gas leak. And the woman says, no, it's not a gas leak. Somebody has to go to the bathroom. And so we land the plane. And everyone has to sit in their seats while paramedics come and get this guy off the plane.
You're going to shit your pants.
As he's saying, it's never happened to me before. I don't know. It's just something smells so bad.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
That is superb.
So I don't know what your sponsorship relationship is with
P.F.
Chang's China Bistro. But if P.F. Chang's isn't paying you, they should be.
All right. That was an unbelievable story because you know how much I love farts, Ryan.